the track.
Peace. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, it's your boy Vicslanghope, and I got another Rikers Island story for y'all. And this one's about Bozo police on Rikers Island, right? About this punk ass cop that sprayed me, pepper sprayed me for no reason, man. You know what I'm saying? He lucky I couldn't really see, you know what I'm saying? Because I was short. But anyway, his name is punk ass Romaine. Y'all see him on the thumbnail. Y'all gonna see him throughout this video, maybe. I don't know. I'm still deciding how I feel. But anyway, before I get into the story, everybody who been rocking with me, sharing my stuff, I appreciate y'all for liking, tuning into my lives. You know, I just started a membership. If you want to get into the mother story, you know what I mean? But yeah, I started a membership. If you want to get into, like, you know, hear about other stories that I'm not really gonna be telling on this side of the channel, you know. So I really appreciate that too. You don't have to, but if you know a lot of y'all nosy. So if you nosy and you want those, you're gonna have to cough up, you know what I mean? But anyway, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Blessings to y'all and your family. So anyway, so boom. So when you get to at Rikers Island, you have two type of COs. You got the COs who just want to do their time and go home. And that's really what it is, right? When you working 8 hours, 16 hours, whatever it is, you're doing time. You're working with people who committed crimes, who are locked up. You're locked up too. So some COs just want to do their time and go home and get up out of there. And then you got other COs who want to be in the mix, who want to be cool, who want to try to act tough, who want to do too much, you know. Now this punk ass CO, he wasn't no tough dude. You know, he definitely wasn't no tough dude. He used to get violated, right? Now, the picture that I got, it says he was convicted. This dude was convicted of smuggling drugs into Rikers Island, and he got 3.5. And I'm just like, wow, your punk ass had the courage to sneak drugs into the cell. But hey, I guess it don't really take courage to smuggle drugs, right? I mean, maybe, I don't know, but whatever. So I feel like he was getting violated. So I don't know if he was new. I don't know what was going on, but like the houses that I used to be in and we used to see this dude, he never used to really get respected like that. You know, they didn't really respect him. Like, he had trouble locking people in, you know, when it's time to go in your cell. And he used to be telling people, oh, lock in, it's time to lock in, y'all. Like, people wouldn't really respect this shit. Now, there's certain COs that's about that life. You know, you could tell. It's not a lot of them, but there's certain COs who are official. They get respect. You know, dudes be like, come on, man, like, don't violate me, bro. Like, they'll be like, yo, don't violate me. Like, yo, go in here, it's time to go in the cell. And dudes take it in. And then there's certain COs who is just birds. Like, they don't respect you. They you know what I'm saying? They just look at you and just be like, fuck out of here. Like, they talk to you a certain way. Just like you got certain COs, right, that will fight you one-on-one. They're not supposed to be doing that. But you got some COs who will go in your cell, you know, and fight you one-on-one. Like, if, you know, most of the time they'll jump you, right? But you got some COs that's official. You know, at the end of the day, that shit is a gang too. But anyway, let me tell you about this Bozo cop. Now, the other dude in the thumbnail, the one more to the right, I ain't really had no problems with him. You know, he was all right. I ain't really had no issues with him. He was one of them dudes like was just trying to do his time and go home. The other Bozo, Romaine with the braids on the left side, he was a Bozo, right? I don't know if he got his name up from smuggling drugs into Rikers Island. I don't know. But he was a Bozo when I knew him. So anyway, so boom. One day he's working at a house, right? He's working at a house. And, you know, if you know about the phones of Rikers Island, back then you used to lock in at like 10:45. Yeah, you could lock in at 10:45, 11, whatever. It was really 10:45 was locking. So at 10 o'clock, you start cleaning up in the house. You start cleaning up, like, you know, you clean whatever. You clean the area. Like, the people who worked in the house, they come out, they sweep, they mop. And, you know, that's really just locking, right? So you clean up. By 10:45, everybody should be in their cells already. So, boom. Usually back then, when you get on the phone, you could get on the phone exactly at like 10:44, 10:45, and they'll let you rock out all the way to 11. Now, if you've been to Rikers, you around this time, you knew what's up. You know, you could get that last click. You could get in, you could get on at 10:45 and rock out to 11. So, boom, I caught the last click. I'm on the phone, right? So I caught the last click, 10:45. Mind you, at 10:45, nobody else is supposed to be out except the people who are on the phone, right? That's it. It's the only people that's supposed to be out, the people who are on the phone. And it's usually the 4 phones, so it's only supposed to be 4 people. Everybody else is supposed to be in a cell. So this day was this Bozo working. And then the dudes, there was these dudes in the back, the homeboys was in the back, whatever, cooking. So, I used to be chefing it up with, so with some of the homeboys or whatever. So they was cooking. It was cooking in the back. So I had put in, so at Rikers Island, when you make meals sometimes, you kind of like team up with people to like cook meals. Like, be like, oh, yo, what you got? Like, different people got different toppings. So y'all just put y'all food together to make food and eat. So I was cooking with them that day. So I put in some stuff, and they had some stuff they was cooking. So I'm on the phone, talking, right? Mind you, this dude see me, he know I'm on the phone, right? But he having a hard time telling other people to lock in. They don't respect his shit. So he telling people like, yo, lock in, yo, like, mind you, a lot of people already locked in, but it's always the few knuckleheads, especially if they gangbanging, like, they just feel like, I ain't gotta listen to you, like, like, whatever. So these dudes, it's like, yo, bro, like, chill, bro, like, you don't see us cooking? Like, they talking crazy to him. So I'm on the phone, minding my business. Mind you, I get 15 minutes. It's a 15-minute call. So I'm on the phone, chopping it up with whoever I'm chopping it up. These dudes, he trying to get them to lock in. They telling him like, yo, let us finish. Like, we about to finish, bro. Like, chill, bro. So he's just like pacing around. Like, he's just like, oh my God, like, come on, y'all, like, y'all violating. So they're like, yo, bro, shut up, bro. Chill, bro. We about to be done. So they, they talking to him crazy. So I'm on the phone. They doing that. I get off the phone. This is the crazy thing. I get off the damn phone. Mind you, it's 15 minutes later. Because mind you, they still out. This is the crazy thing. They still out when they already been supposed to be in their cell, right? So I guess they used a little bit of time that people was on the phone to kind of like finish stuffing up their meal. I don't know why they even started so late. So anyway, I leave the phone. Mind you, this dude knows who, like, he just knew this shit, man. Like, so I get off the phone. I'm walking to the back of the tier to go get my stuff because I have my bucket out. I think I had got in the shower before I got on the phone. So I had my bucket out with my stuff in it, with my towel and my slippers and stuff. So I go to get my bucket and my food because, they made me some food and they put it like in a little soup bag for me. So I go get my food. I go get my bucket and my food. So as I go get my bucket and my food, like, everybody else is fake locking in, but they talking shit to the dude, right? So I go get my stuff, and as I'm walking towards my cell, I just felt like, yo, I thought this dude spit on me. To be honest, like, I didn't even know. I just felt like some wet shit hit me, like. Some wet shit hit me like on the corner of my eye. It was on this side because that shit even made my hairline, like, I ain't gonna lie, my hairline never been the same over here since I got sprayed. Like, my shit got mad light, my hair started falling. That's how crazy that mace is, So that shit burned. That shit was burning me for like 15 minutes, Stools with Bozo, So some of y'all probably know him, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say much, but you know what I mean? But Bozo. So yeah, man, so I could go on some real shit. Like, I felt something wet right here because I was walking this way and like he caught me from this way, right? So like I felt something wet and I was like, yo, this motherfucker just spit on me. Like cause you don't feel the burn. He really sprayed me. He maced me with the what's the name, and then he ran off. And then I ran off. I'm bugging. I just got a message. I said I ran off. But boom. So he sprayed me. I feel the little wet part. And I'm like, I thought he spit on me. So I'm like, yo, this motherfucker just spit on me. So when I go down to put my bucket, down. Yo, bro, that shit just started burning, like, and he dipped off. So he dips off. He sprays me. He dips off to the front of the what's name. And once you discharge your mace, I don't know if automatically like the stress call goes out, but the pin was pulled. And now the turtles is coming, right? Now this dude did all of that shit. He did it to me. I was on the phone and I could prove it because they give you a receipt when you go to commissary. They give you a receipt of how long you was on the phone. So he sprays me. He dips off because my first intentions was just like, oh nah, he violated because I thought he spit on me. So as I put the bucket down, sun takes off, and then I feel the shit burning. So when the shit burning, I'm just like, oh shit, like I'm just looking for water. Like I'm like, yo, So son, I grabbed, it was waters on the table, so it was water in my bucket, so I dropped my bucket, shit was steaming. No, it was on this side, I'm bugging. Shit was steaming. So I get up, So I'm pouring the water on my face, right? Yo, this shit. Matter of fact, I was choking too because he sprayed me on my face. And you know, if you ever got sprayed with mace, anything close proximity to your nose, your mouth, that shit just feel crazy. So I'm choking. So I'm trying to like drink the water, but my eyes also burning. So I'm pouring the water on my face. Yo, it felt so good at first when you first pour that shit, but then yo, a few seconds after the water runs out, that shit burning again. Like, so yo, that shit was like the most craziest shit I felt while I was in there. You feel me? Like, that shit was crazy. Like, it was literally on fire. Like, so I'm pouring mad water on my face. So like, I'm just grabbing random motherfuckers bottles. At this point, I don't give a fuck about the germs. I don't care about none of that shit. I'm just like, I'm drenched, right? Mind you, the police get there, the turtles is like, when the turtles get there, it's no fight, it's nothing going on, and I'm outside, everybody going crazy. So everybody's in their cell, going crazy because they realize, like, come on, like, bro, I don't fuck with nobody. I don't mess with nobody. Like, I was always chill. I always stay to myself. Like, I ain't really mess with nobody. You feel me? So like, when people do the wrong things to the wrong dudes, like, a lot of times people don't be liking that shit in jail. So motherfuckers is going crazy because I wasn't even violating this dude. So they like, yo, you pussy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Why you spray him? Why you spray the other motherfuckers that was, you know what I'm saying? Like, so everybody on the gate, they kicking it down. You know, everybody was like, yo, he ain't do nothing. Like, they going crazy. So the guards is like looking at him like, fuck did you pull the pin for, stupid? Like, mind you, but the whole thing is this. Everybody, he has to explain why he used excessive force. Because when you spray somebody, that's considered excessive force. So he has to, I could have had a lawsuit. I didn't even really know. Again, I didn't know about certain shit. But they came to see me like a day later or a few days after that. They was like, yo, are you okay? Like, do you need medical? Is your eye fine? Like, they was asking me certain questions. I didn't know I could sue them. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know no better. But I didn't know that was called excessive use of force. You know, and I really could have got some bread behind that shit. So the initial turtles that got there, they was looking at him like he was bugging. Now, as they're walking me down the hallway, because it looks like I stalled on him. It looked like that's how, and the other COs don't really know what's going on. So as I'm walking down the hallway, they just all looking at me, right? Like, they all just like looking at me and shit. Like I did something to their fellow gang member. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just all in my face. And like, I could barely see, but I see how motherfuckers is looking at me. You feel me? So the other COs thought I stalled on him or I popped on him or I tried to do something to him. So they was looking at me like they wanted to jump me or some shit. Like, so when I get to intake, the police, the captain was like, yo, what happened? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, yo, bro, he sprayed me for no reason, bro. I literally just came off the phone. Like, so they take me to the back of intake. They told me to get in a cold ass shower. I got in a cold ass shower for like 15 minutes. It was brick. So I got in the shower for like 15 minutes. And then after that, whatever, I went to another house. So this how crazy this shit is, right? This shit is really some gang shit. So then I went to commissary. So I got moved to another house. Then I went to commissary like a few days after that shit, right? I go to commissary. When I go to commissary, one of the guards that was in the hallway that day when they was walking me down to intake, he was just staring at me like he see me coming back with my bag, and he just staring at me like he like all of my, but like the face he got is like some dude in the street, like we got beef, like he just all of my face like staring at me, looking at me all crazy, and I'm like, and I'm looking at him, and then he's sitting next to the captain, and the captain that he was standing next to, he about that, you know what I'm saying, he about that life. I forgot his name. But he was a tall dude, and he used to get it on. Like, he'll be like, yo, we could shoot the one-on-one. Like, we ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody else gotta know about this. Me and you, I walk in your cell. Like, that's the type of dude he was, you feel me? So he was like, yo, what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? So he like, yo, what's up? What's going on? So he like, nah. So the officer's like, nah, this dude, man, you know what I'm saying? He try to violate the officer, or he try to do something to the officer, and now he going to commissary. They let him go to commissary, because commissary is like a privilege. So I'm like, yo, bro, you don't even know what you're talking about, bro. I said, you don't even know what you're talking about. And then ain't nobody try to do nothing to him. So he like, so then the dude, the captain, like, yo, all right, just chill, bro, just chill. So he pulled, he came to the side. He was talking to me like, yo, what are you talking about? I'm like, yo, bro, because the dude was white, you feel me? So one thing I respect, I feel like in that moment, he was on some like, all right, let me go talk to the brother on the side, like, you feel me? I respected him. You know what I'm saying? He gave my respects, you feel me? So he went to the side, still a pig, but he went to the side. He was like, yo, what's going on? I was like, bro, dude sprayed me for no reason. I had just got off the phone. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these dudes thinking like I try to do something to him. I ain't trying to do shit to that dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know why he sprayed me, to be honest. He was just like, all right, cool. He was like, don't worry about that shit. And that was that. But yeah, dudes with Bozo. You know what I'm saying? He was a little fruity too. You know what I mean? But like, I don't know, man. I don't know, but I guess that's besides the fact. But yeah, man, dude's a clown, man. There's a lot of clowns on Rikers Island. That's why I don't be feeling sorry when some of these CEOs get violated. Because at the end of the day, Peter paid for Paul. And I said that in my other video. Sometimes it's not you. Sometimes it's your co-worker. And when you don't try to correct your co-workers about the shit that they're doing, sometimes you get caught up in the crossfire. It's not right. It's not something that should happen, but it happens, man. Peter paid for Paul, and at the end of the day, the police is a gang, just like some of us in our community are. So, that being said, if you like it, share it, subscribe, comment. If you want to hear the juicy stories, join my, you know what I'm saying? Join my OnlyFans, you heard? Nah, yeah, have a good one. Peace.